From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Quickly to the air is Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now Burrow. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, Cincinnati.
Here we go.
Now Burrow on first down. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at their 49.
Again, it's Burrow on the move to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
And that flag accepted. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Burrow looking to pass. That is incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. The pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
On second down, here's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35.
Gain of 16 yards. First down, Bengals.
Now it's Burrow. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Here we go.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The LSU connection. Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And here he'll get it down to the 7. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down.
At the 7-yard line.
Here's Burrow. Dancing to his left. Touchdown! It's T. Higgins with a touchdown pass from Joe Burrow. And the Bengals are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter.
Here we go.
And they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Pacheco gets it up the gut. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
yellow.
One quarter down, 8-0 the score.
With the score, Bengals 8, Chiefs nothing.
The second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass, a run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
But when it's 4th and inches, shouldn't you pick up the first down? I mean, shouldn't you go for it? I mean, if you can't get inches, right? Why are you playing?
And on inches, that's your favorite play, right? Don't mess with handing it off. Just go ahead and get the surge and go right up the gut.
Exactly. Create that. Just a little bit of space should get it done. You're almost able to take the snap, just fall down and pick it up. They got it there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, Ripley.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That one nearly 40 yards, 29 officially. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
That one caught downfield by Watson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They got 29 yards that time. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Mahomes to throw once more. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Another catch for Valdez-Scantling. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. 8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the second quarter. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
Hey, 43, 15. Yellow.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it'll be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, Charles certainly circled that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said, give me the analytics. And the analytics said, go for it. Didn't work out.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Again, it's Mixon. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Open man downfield is Chase. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Here we go.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Ready?
2nd down and 3. Burrow will throw. Touchdown, Bengals. Drew Sample as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He finds Watson. It's caught. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Give him 30 yards there. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. Eyes the crossing route and hits Watson. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Third quarter action from Kansas City. 2nd down and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
15. Hey, Ripley. Attack. 15.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
They have, you're right, they have had no room to breathe. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York. Today, we've got a compelling AFC matchup for you, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
18-yard line.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Quickly to the air is Burrow. Short throw to Smith. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And the Bengal first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. To the air again, Burrow. And it's caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Mixon is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Well, they moved the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. So what do you make of that? You go on the road, you score the opening drive touchdown, opt to go for 2, and all of a sudden they're up 8-zip.
Yeah, this wasn't a decision that they made right here and right now. They made this decision during the week. Hey, if we get the ball and score right away, let's show them that we feel like we're superior. Go for 2 and really put the pressure on them.
And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Off the play fake. Allen rolling to his right. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback, and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
Score that tackle for loss to the Wyoming alumnus, Logan Wilson. Well, he had success earlier in the drive keeping it himself. Not here, though.
And sometimes when you have that kind of success, you can fall in love with the option a little bit too much. and not give the defense credit for making adjustments themselves. And that play starts to lose its effectiveness.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up third.
Those big ends don't really care what the play call is. Big pass, RPO, handoff, whatever. Their job, get behind the line of scrimmage every play and run down whoever has the ball. Mission accomplished there.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Here's Sam Martin now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is caught. Oh, but he'll be stopped well short of the first down marker, and it's a turnover on downs. There are times to run that fake, and there are times to not run it, and this, without question, would fall in the latter category.
Well, I don't know about without question, partner. I think we should look at the analytics on this one because, yeah, the analytics say, yeah, without question. You should have gone ahead and punted the football because now, not only did you not get it, and you really had no chance to, what a short field that you turned the ball over to the other offense.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And the Bills are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. He had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made...
Here we go.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the back. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Burrow taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. He may go. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the 1st half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the 1st half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Balled at the 26, 2nd and 7. Now Allen. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get 1st half scores just like this one.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Flushed out right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. Gets this one to Morris. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. He finds his man complete. That's Morris. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Allen going to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. 1st down. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good 1st step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
On play action, Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range as well, down at the 17-yard line.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Allen off the play fake. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Gabriel Davis as the first half is winding down. And the Bills are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And able to get this out to the 25.
Here we go, here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper...
He's got a man, complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
First down. Here's Burrow. Out to the left. He's got Sample there. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now Burrow, escaping the pressure right. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
11 MT, 11 MT.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. This one hauled in by Sample. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
They'll give it to Mixon. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Stop.
Mixon again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal. Here's Mixon, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their hat on. A nice stop there.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal.
11 mighty. 11.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Bills are going to get the football back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out as confidently as they've been playing. I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
All Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Alert! Look out!
Third down, here's a run by Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's on his way, and the Bengals are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the New Orleans Saints. McPherson has this one teed up, and we are underway from the Superdome. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Carr right away going to look to throw. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. clock just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. Catch here, left side, Thomas. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Carr. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. They'll roll him out right. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it.
Well, we've seen quarterbacks get away with throwing the ball on the run, no doubt. But this, Charles, I think you'd agree, not the best of throws.
And listen, you're not always going to have a clean pocket to step up with the proper mechanics and deliver the football. I mean, that's a given. But you also have to understand your limits and know what you can get away with and what you can't when you're trying to make a throw like that. All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Running here is Taysom Hill. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Here is 3rd down and 4. Here's Carr.
They'll get this out to Kamara. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 1st and goal from the 6.
Carr going to throw. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Carr.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson.
And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's complete to the tight end Sample. Touchdown! Drew Sample, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Here we go.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And he will get in to make it 8-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Carr to throw on second down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The offense on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Carr. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
He's got his man. That's Sample, the tight end. Touchdown, Bengals. Drew Sample. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Carr going to try and throw on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. On first down, Carr. He's got Thomas yet again complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. On play action. Now Carr under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Carr now to throw. Thomas brings it in. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Kamara is in. Touchdown, New Orleans. Dennis Allen going to go for 2 here. He's leaving his offense out on the field. Carr will look to throw. And he will not make it to the goal line. He'll come up short. And they'll be unable to get this back within one score as it stays a 9-point game.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're starting to put some space here. The first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. And they'll accept that penalty.
Here we go, here we go.
They go play action with Burrow. And for the third time here. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints.
And he's going to be taken down, but flags all over the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Well, I'm so confused, Charles. So they accepted that penalty, but that gives the ball back to the offense.
Yeah, I'm checking my ears too, Brandon, because you and I both had to have heard that wrong, right? You get the turnover, but then you decline it and put them right back out on the field with a second chance. Forget getting to the airport. Let's go to the post-game press conference and hear him explain this one.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On second down, here's Burrow. Forced out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Open man is Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal first down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now Burrow on first down. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Carr. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And his kick here is good. And that'll move him back within 6 now. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
The Bengals drive about to get going. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
And as we all remember, these two were connecting back in their days at LSU when they were winning the national championship. But it wasn't just on game day. The amount of time they put in before practice, after practice, off days, that forged their connection. And it still continues here in the NFL.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Able to find Higgins. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stopped him short.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Here's a run with Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so two remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll look to throw. Being chased out, and he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they foul on the try for two. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get...
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Jordan Battle. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Coming up, well, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals and themselves. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside. The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Today we've got a fun AFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
I don't need to.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon.
They'll get this to the 24, and it's second down.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
2nd and 7.
They run once more with McKinnon. And he's got room. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
On first down now, a run with McKinnon. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
Now a 2nd and 10. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
A 5-yard pickup on the play.
3rd and 5.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Logan Wilson, the one who got him there and dropped him to the ground. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. And back deep, Daxton Hill.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
At the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Eluding the pressure right.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively, and second down.
Ray certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here we go.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10.
Burrow going to fake to mix it, and now look to throw.
He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him. I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Here we go. Here we go.
Play action. It's Burrow. Can't get away, and he's taken down. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish him off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and it'll be second down.
Here we go, here we go.
At the Chiefs' 41-yard line.
Here's Burrow. His throw incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line. No score after one on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
On one, ready?
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Brought down at the 20. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here we go.
2nd down and 8. Now Burrow. This one hauled in by Sample. That'll go for a gain of 7. And 3rd and 1 now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. 5 yards on the play there. It's a drive will continue.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal. Okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school smash mouth football. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. Buying time to his left. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengals lead. Joe Burrow, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
And he will get in to make it 8-0. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll be searching to dent the scoreboard for the first time. Now down 8-0 as they begin with a 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
2nd and 10. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Sliding out of the pocket. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. A pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now it's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Here we go.
Burrow will throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Feels like...
Sorry about that, man. I was on the phone. Sorry about that.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the San Francisco 49ers. They were Super Bowl opponents twice in the 80s, and they're back at it here. The Bengals and Niners are underway. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Purdy off the play fake. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Play action. Now Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Throw outside. McCaffrey's got it. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal. Purdy looking to throw. Touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey taking it in. And the Niners get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said, better team at home should steamroll them. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
Moody good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at their own 28-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And this intercepted on the first play of the game. But they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So already trailing, Charles, they opted to try to take a shot on their first play from scrimmage. Obviously, that one didn't pan out.
Absolutely not. And how about the momentum that's being created now? You score, you take it away, big return. You got a chance to go up 2 touchdowns here early in the game. That'll feel great for their team.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Back to throw, Purdy. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Bengals are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw caught by Higgins.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
Now it's Burrow.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. That's complete to the tight end Sample. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
First down, Cincinnati.
Again, it's Burrow. This will be caught by Brown. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Here we go.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
Burrow looking to pass. Working the middle here. That's complete to Sample, the tight end. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. Now Burrow. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't. That'll be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The toss right. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
4th down try. Here's Purdy.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
They'll fake the jet sweep and go play action with Burrow.
Flush to his right.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase.
26 yards.
And the Bengals are an extra point away from evening this one up. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
And that's caught at the 2. And he'll get in, and they take an 8-7 lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Charles, we'll see how this offense responds. Remember, the last time they were out, they went for it on 4th down, did not get it, and that led to a touchdown on the other side. So they need a response here.
They certainly do, and I just have a question for you. You think that was a gut feel, or was that analytics that came into play there deciding to go for it on 4th down?
That felt like gut to me. What about you?
Yeah, absolutely, because the way it backfired, where they are in the game, all of those things, that didn't feel like an analytics call. That certainly felt like, hey, I think we can get this right now. And unfortunately, it didn't work out for them.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Gets this one to use check. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Let's go.
Purdy will look to throw again here.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Purdy. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open.
Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, We can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Touchdown! Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first two quarters.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes this a 14-8 ball game.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away.
And he's going to be out of bounds on the return way back at the 11.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now Burrow down around his goal line.
Got a man open. It's Chase.
And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Burrow on play action. He'll buy some time right.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Purdy now to throw.
And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Throwing here, Purdy.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Purdy off the play fake. And that's going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And that is not going to get there.
Let's go.
It's no good, and this will stay a one-score game as the lead will hold at 6. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
The Bengals with work to do in this 3rd quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Escaping the pressure right.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. Mixing up the middle. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
Now Burrow. And this is incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there. We looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Here we go. Defender. So what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Burrow on 3rd down. Rolling to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Even the most elusive quarterbacks have those tough days where they can't avoid sacks, and this is one of them. 3rd time he's gone down. He might develop some happy feet now, wanting to escape the pocket and try and gain more yardage with his legs.
Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked up by Ambry Thomas.
And they will be set out now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know, all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Battle. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Burrow will throw. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Now it's Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4.
Here we go.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Inside handoff to Mixon. Up to the 20.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there.
Here we go.
2nd and 7 from the 20. Again, it's Mixon. And he's got a Bengals first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Short throw to Smith. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and a yard. Now it's Mixon running right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
For the faithful in full roar here in Santa Clara. This is 3rd down. Burrow looking to pass. Connecting with Mixon. Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock. Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2. Now Burrow. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down. They go for it on 4th and 2, and it's a gain of 6. Here's Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. On the delay, it's Mixon. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. And now all of a sudden, the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
Stop! 12.
This is Mixon on the draw. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Burrow rolling to his left.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
Mixon. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
They're trying to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition to work in the middle of the field. Unfortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's third and goal. Throwing, Burrow.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Oren Burks. And the Niners have just about sewn up this football game. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well.
I wasn't even trying to do that, fellas.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given. And it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final.
I wasn't even trying to do that play. It just clicked it.
Well, this is one of those games where if you win, it feels extra special. But to lose a close one like this, Charles, remember where they didn't score any points in the